You're listening to The Dave and Joe Show online at daveandjoeshow.com. This show was recorded on January 7th, 2012. Welcome to the first ever Dave and Joe Show. I'm Dave Wheeler, along with...
I am Joe Natarelli. We're here to entertain you and bend your mind in weird, weird ways.
You know, and this all started over a great meal of chicken wings and like 8 Coors Lights, and the rest is now going to be history online. How about that?
Yeah, there it is. It's all coming out now. It's pretty naughty.
It's all coming back to me.
Yeah.
And so, Joe, first off, you know, we've only known each other for about a month or so.
Yeah, we'll give it about a month. We'll say a month.
And, you know, we both worked in the same retail establishment. I don't want to say names,
we're not
but
throwing names out there, but it was the same electronics store that you know and love.
Let's just say it wasn't Circuit City, or
it was not Circuit City. I don't even know if we're really supposed to be saying names right now, but we're gonna beep those out if radio regulations make us.
There we go. So, and you know, and while we were there, we were just having a good conversation of customer service. When people go to these stores to spend $10,000, $2,000, they need to do a little bit more research. It's like, you know, I don't know about you, but when I'm thinking about making a big investment, I read up on things. I don't just walk into a store.
No, you don't.
Because I lived under a rock for 12 years.
No, you're not assuming nothing. You know, you're just walking in. No.
And, you know, like, I worked at the MP3 department of the store, which, you know, any Goomba on the street can go in.
Yeah, you can train a monkey to fucking stand there.
And that
swing some keys.
Yep, exactly.
Swing the keys. That's what passes the time. Swinging your keys, you're walking around. Maybe I'll take a little stroll through gaming.
You know what? And I fell asleep one time. True story. I fell asleep on the MP3 table. I'm standing there, and I fell asleep.
Literally.
One of the girls up front had to come wake me up, because that's how easy. Anybody that has a cell phone has an MP3 player nowadays.
Everybody's got something.
You know, but you always got those people once in a while that would come in, even right like maybe 2 minutes before the store closed.
Yeah, store closes at what? We'll say 10 o'clock.
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
They walk in 9:58.
And this woman apparently lived under a rock for the past, 12 years or so. Didn't know what an iPod was. That's what kills me is, how do you not? It's 2012.
It's 2012. You probably have heard of Apple. It's kind of a big company.
It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, people know who they are. You know what I mean?
But I mean, that was always my biggest complaint, was having to re-explain something that was so simple 7,000 times a day because people just didn't understand it. Or my favorite was, my last day there, of course. The last day there, I could care less about anything. Yeah, didn't even tuck my shirt in.
Nothing.
Game over. I didn't care. And I'm standing there, and this guy comes in on his cell phone and does one of those, points to one of those finger points.
Fuck you, pal. I don't want to help you. No, if you didn't have the time to talk to me when I was standing right here in front of you, then fuck off.
Yep.
Because you're kind of a douche.
And, and that's the thing, too. It's like, he walked in expecting me to stop the whole fucking world for him.
Hang on. Stop the world, Dave.
Gave me the finger while he was finishing his conversation.
Yeah. If you could only see what we're doing right now.
They know what that is. It's one of those little fingers in the face.
Phone. I gotta talk.
Like one of those gossip girls on one of the fingers in the face.
Yeah.
And he wanted me to stop the world for him, and what he wanted was, like an iPod Nano or something. He looks at me and goes, hey, I have a coupon. Well, you have to go to the customer service. Well, I'm running for late. I'm running late for work.
What the fuck? If you didn't have time, why'd you come in the door? Get the fuck out. Go do whatever it is you gotta go do, buddy. Because just go, because it's not, you're gonna be here a while.
And that's what happened was, I don't care if you're late for work. If you're late for work, work is your priority. And I said that to him. I mean, it was my last day. I could care less. I looked at him. I said, well, you know what, sir? The iPod's going to be here at the end of the day. Work's your priority.
It ain't going anywhere.
And he goes, well, what's your name? I ripped off my magnetic name tag with pleasure.
Hand it to whoever you want to hand it to, pal, because I'm out of here. Don't have to come back.
And that's the thing is people don't understand is that job sucks. Retail, anything retail, whether it's clothes, electronics, it sucks. And people just go in there rude, pissed off, and stupid. Stupid. Now, you had some, I guess, very interesting, when you left your job, like last week or so, you had an interesting scenario happen. What happened on your way out?
There was a child porn incident. This guy is going to be the douchebag of the day.
D.O.D.
Yeah, actually, we'll go B.O.D. Boner of the day. This guy gets the boner of the day, and this asshole decides that it's a good idea to look up child porn. And at any given time that is not appropriate, you're a fucking dirtbag. What the fuck are you doing? Anyways, long story short, this guy brings the computer, and we won't say the actual name again, but he brings it into this establishment and needed work done. Well, obviously, the shit's got to get scanned. 13-year-old doing something that she's probably not supposed to.com shows up, we're going to see it. We're going to see it, and we had to report it. It had to go to the police, and now this dirtbag's in jail. And then somehow he miraculously, it looks like he got out for whatever. His lawyer paid his fees, and he's out, and now he's got to go to court. Are you shitting me? Why? Are you 58 years old? You should know better, Dave.
And you know what the thing is too? It's like if you're gonna look up child pornography, which is, by the way, is disgusting to begin with, but if you're gonna do weird, people have weird fetishes. They like people that pee on their chest, poop on the chest.
Yeah, whatever. Some people are into that. I mean, it's not for me, but people like it.
Exactly.
Like it.
Whatever your weird fetish is, that's fine. But if you're gonna bring your computer in to get service, mind you, that it's gonna be scanned, maybe not save the pictures and videos on a desktop folder that says 13-year-old goes down on dog.
Bad stuff.
It just opens a can of worms for bad things to happen to you. I mean, how stupid could you be? Like you said, the guy walked in there, 58 years old.
58 years old.
With this crap just hanging out on his desktop.
Yeah, here it is. What do you think we're not going to do? It's illegal. Plain and simple. Like, there's no gray area about it. Like,
there's no fine line. Like, if you look up,
line.
like 2 girls in 1 cup. Okay, that's you're walking a gray
everyone's
line.
looked at that, Dave. Who we kidding? Everyone out there that's listening, they did it at one point in time.
It's a gray area, but you know what? It's legal. People like that kind of stuff. But when you look up like 13-year-old pooping on a chest, that's a different story.
Probably a bad idea.
It's
instant. Like, they should have something that comes up like a stupid button. Like, hey, you're stupid. I probably wouldn't download me. And then you hit cancel and it goes away. No, this asshole he saved every minute of it. Loved it. Well, yeah, rotten hell. Let your asshole burn. Fuck you, pal.
And it just made me think of another weird fetish that you and I have apparently have in common. Is Utica strip clubs.
Oh, the titty bars. Yeah, they're fabulous. You have a story, Dave. Go and just tell the story.
And of course you have a story, but I'll tell mine. And it's like a rite of passage for every man when you turn 18 that you go to a titty bar. It just happens.
Yeah, that's your thing. You're 18, either your uncles or you go out with your buddies.
It's gonna happen.
The guys go out. They go to a titty bar. Here, surprise! You're 18. Congratulations. Here's some fake tits.
And if you don't go, it's a disappointment. Like my cousin Matt last year turned 18. Yeah. I wanted to drag him so bad to a titty bar. It's just what you do. I don't care if you have a girlfriend or not. They understand it's a titty bar.
They don't care. Just give them the $1. Mama needs some money. Come on. She's got 3 starving kids at home.
Okay, so my 18th birthday, we're going back a couple years.
Yeah, we'll go back a couple years.
Coworkers of mine, when I worked at the other radio station in town, they wanted to take me to the titty bar. It's what you do. Exactly.
What you do.
So we go to the titty bar, and we go to, I don't want to say the name, but let's just say the girls are peeping at this place.
They're looking through the glass.
You get in there. It's just, especially this one, it's just awkward. It looks like it hasn't been updated since maybe 1968 when Playboy magazine first started publishing shit. This guy has them up on the wall. They're like the pole that they have. It's got rust on it. They probably get tetanus from rubbing on this thing. It's disgusting. And then even the floor that they're around, it looks like old-fashioned bathroom tile on their stage. That's what you got.
1974 green walls.
And another thing too is whenever you go to a strip club, there's only like maybe one strip club I know, and it's not even in New York State. Maybe it's in Michigan. My boss told me one of his friends worked at a strip club or something. But every DJ in a strip club is not a real fucking DJ.
Tiffany. Round of applause. Make some noise, Tiffany. That's it.
If you'd like a special dance with sparkles, you can buy your VIP tickets up at the bar, $10 topless, $20. And that's how it is at every fucking strip club.
Dude, play some music. Crank it up.
And the music, too, is like, if I'm thinking, if I want to see a woman get naked, I'm thinking sexual thoughts. I want, hip-hop. I want rap. I don't want,
I would have settled for
Metallica.
Nickelback. I would have settled for Nickelback. No, this asshole, I go, hey, man, listen, can you play some Nickelback? I ain't got that. What the fuck?
Well, shame on you, first off. It's not like a dance party. It's not like you can go to a strip club and be like, hey, I want to request a song. These girls predetermine their mixes. So anyways, we're getting off track. So, strip club. Yeah. I'm at an 18th birthday.
He's in there.
And, there's a girl who's real playful on the pole. And my friends wanted to give me my first lap dance. So they paid, they doubled down. They paid $40.
Oh, that got you 2 songs and full nude. $40.
Oh, you bet.
$20 a whack. You get to 2 girls. Done.
Being 18, I'm like, yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah, let's go.
Get
let's
me
go.
going. Let's move
And
this party.
So, you walk back into the VIP lounge, which they shouldn't even call this a fucking VIP lounge. It was like one step above a bus stop. They had a crappy bench. They have it was like a bathroom stall without the walls. And then they give you the rag to wipe it down before you sit down.
Fuck you. I paid good money.
So, she gives me the rag and the Windex or whatever the hell they're using.
I ain't going to do this shit. This shit should already be done.
And, we're scrubbing it off, and
the 90-year-old guy sitting next to the DJ should be fucking wiping it down. Get whatever nastiness. I need some Febreze, something. But anyways, go on.
So, so I sit down eventually after wiping this off with, I want to call it Windex because there's no way they had anything else better than
straight up bleach.
So I'm sitting down
bleach.
And, she gets up on my lap and she goes over and grabs my nipples and turns them and goes, "You like that?"
No.
And I'm like,
I don't. It hurts.
No. And I responded with no. And then she turns them harder. Now, the natural response that she's waiting for this next question is for me to say, "No, it didn't hurt." She goes, "Did that hurt you?" And of course, I'm like, "No, girl. No, girl." And she turns them harder, and I'm like,
yeah, maybe it's time to stop.
So, she's going on, doing her thing, and this girl is going nuts. And she goes up, and speaking of nuts, she gets her head on my lap.
She does the
So,
flippy-doo.
she does the flippy-doo.
I call it the Duffy.
She does the Duffy flip-a-doo, and she gets her chin, on my balls, right? And then rubs her chin all the way up my chest and stops, right in the center of my chest, grabs her teeth, goes over the one nipple, bites it, and turns and goes, "You like that?" And I'm like, "No."
Fuck no.
You like that? Turns it harder and harder to the point, I'm not even exaggerating, my nipples bled.
They're bleeding. That's
So-
not enjoyable, ladies. Any of the ladies out there that are listening that are in the dance profession, biting of nipples, twisting till they bleed, not a good idea. It really turns customers off.
And it did because after I got out of there, because she bit the other nipple too and did the same thing, and I'm like, all right, we can just stop. I'm like, you got your money, I don't even want this
Take
anymore.
your fucking money, go. Just get off me. This wasn't worth it.
Nope.
No,
And-
I got my tits bit. No.
And even to this day, when I put a T-shirt on every now and then, it has to be the right weather conditions, the right northeast wind coming in. They're so sensitive every now and then.
Great. Yeah.
Now, obviously, we were bonding on a strip club story. You had a classic strip club story
I've
just
had
the other day.
multiple. Yeah, I actually, a little fun fact about me that everybody, I used to work in a titty bar. I'm not going to name the name of it, but I worked there for about a year and a half, so I got some stories.
What did you do at a titty bar?
I was the DJ. Yeah.
Speaking of horror.
But that's the thing, though. I wasn't and there's Tiffany. No, I was like, let's go. Prime time, I'd get the tips on the hips, the greenery on the scenery. Dave, we got girls, we got them coming down. 2012 models of the week. Come on down. Here's Tiffany, Susie, Amber, and just you go on about it. You make a good time with it. But yeah, I don't know. Which one do you want to hear about?
Well,
I've mentioned so many. Tell me which one you want.
I'm pretty disappointed. We'll explain later on, just like in How I Met Your Mother. We'll get to that. I'm disappointed in Matt. Now, I'm going to call him out. Usually in radio, you never say a person's last name. I'm going to say it right out the bat because
he's coming. He's still coming though.
Like I said, we'll get to that. But I believe the story with the strip club, that was his first visit to a strip club, wasn't it? Last week or something like that.
Dude's 25 years old. Never been to a titty bar. You gotta go. You gotta go.
So what happened on this? I mean, this was a pretty epic quest from what I've seen on Facebook and what you kind of gave us a little taste of the titty story.
He got his face beat in with the tits. The lady winds up. Fucking winds.
Batter up.
Batter up. Batter up and wham. There's to the left eye. Grabs the other tit, gets it a whale. Wham to the left eye.
Bum, bum,
yeah. And then for the
bum,
big
bum.
grand finale, they both get going and just bash him. I thought that was the one that broke his nose. I really, truly believe that.
Could you imagine if he had to call 911 or call his mom to come get him at the hospital because a tits broke his nose?
Mom, I don't know how to really explain this to you. I'm 25. I've never been to a titty club, and I just got my nose broken. I probably should go to the emergency room.
But the real question is how did she find this to be sexy? Her tits were hanging so low.
Yeah,
it wasn't like they were. I'm assuming they're not the nice big ones. They were probably.
Maybe that's what these people are. I mean, these people that go to titty bars, man, around here, they're kind of creepy. The one guy walked in. There's this guy that apparently walks there every night. He was walking in there and walking through the park area. One of the pigeons shit on his back. I'm not